My name is Terry Sweeney, and I'm with Mystic Mississippi Paranormal Society. And I was there when Michelle Lowe was scratched in the tunnel. And what happened was I walked her down there, and she sat in the isolation chair of the tunnel. And I came back. They were there completely by themselves, in pitch dark, with nothing but a night vision camera sitting on them. All right. As we watched the screen, they were talking. They kept looking behind them. And what they were doing, they were hearing the footsteps that's commonly that happens down there. So they sit there for a little while longer, and they kept on hearing things. They heard whispers. They heard the Frank's box go off and give them answers. And then Michelle felt something on her back, and she grabbed the other girls next to her leg, and they get up and they just take off running. So I had to slow them down, keep them from hurting themselves. And when we got back to the base, the DVR base, she was burning on her shoulder, and we asked her to pull her shirt down for the sleeve, and she looked, and we actually watched a whelp come up right here. And I mean, we even took pictures of it as it came up. And we didn't know this, but she said on her segment on WCBI that the whelp went all the way down to the middle of her back. And it was hurting her. It was burning her pretty bad, which is common with a paranormal entity scratches you. It kind of burns, because it's happened to me before too. So that's basically the short version of it.
Very good. Perfect.
All right.
My name is Jennifer Sweeney. Terry and I are the founders of Mystic Para, which is originally Mystic Mississippi Paranormal Society from Amory, Mississippi. Right behind me is the Guff Ordnance Factory, built in 1942 to 1946 as an ammunitions plant to build ammunition for World War II. Over 1,000 women worked here during that time for the ammunition. It was shipped overseas. It housed dormitories as well as its own restaurant. It even produced a small newspaper every 2 weeks. There was a high security level here. It was its own little city. You didn't even need to leave for whatever was necessary for the workers that were here.
Yeah. Abina?
About any? Our group has investigated the Guff Ordnance Factory several times since we started our group 3 years ago. Directly behind me is one of 4 bunkers that were safety bunkers that are on the property here, just in case of an air raid in the United States. The workers would have a place to go for that purpose. We have investigated extensively several times. We feel like our group that it is one of our highly active locations. We have EVP recordings. We have different things on video as well as photographs. Okay, that's good. We're getting haunted. Different people have asked our group, why do we believe that it's haunted? For our group's purpose, this is our theory. It has a lot of residual haunting. There is a lot of intelligent haunting here. We have been here during investigations, used equipment, asked direct questions, and have gotten direct response answers after that. So with that, we believe, our group, however, Mystic Para, that there is definitely something here.
What do you think scratched Michelle?
Well, that could be anything. It could have been one of the soldiers that we talked to. It could have been one of the women that worked here. There's no way of knowing unless we had gotten a direct full-body apparition directly behind her to say for sure. We unfortunately can only speculate.